Hey everyone, my name is Kumo and this is my reaction to the first episode of Kokkoku. So, all I really know about this show is the synopsis said something about a kidnapping and stopping time, and that it piqued my interest. So, in the studio I have done like nothing I've heard of before, so I have nothing to say on that, so let's just jump into it. Let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh. Starting off with a motorcycle. At the time of this recording, this does have a pretty decent score on MyAnimeLIst, though, so for whatever that's worth. Are you nervous? Because you strike me as nervous with a fidgeting finger. Or, you know, in a rush, I guess, would probably be a better description of it. I'm the protagonist of this anime. Nice to meet you. And we're just kind of rushing through here, aren't we? They're neats, right? I think. I know a couple of the characters were described as neats in the synopsis. Looks like the sun's setting. Ow. And yeah, time has been stopped. And what is that thing? Apparently not for her, though. I'm guessing because of that thing that touched her. Oh wow, the opening. I like the opening so far. Very interesting opening. I like the bubbles. Nice touch. Yeah, crazy now is a good description. Just step on the heart, why don't you? That's a really cool looking clock. So all I really got so far is some kind of job interview, I think it was. But yeah, the clock is obviously because of the time-stopping theme. And they were also doing that with a shadow, it looked like. A very cool opening. Yeah, it's been a long day. Still, it might not be the best place to take your nap, though. I know, right? Grandpa knows best. That's what they all say. Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh, wow, damn. I feel like there's some anime I watched where a person failed a lot of job interviews. Don't we all? Gonna hurt his feelings, you know. Well, you're not lonely, I guess. Wow. What a family. So mean to Grandpa. Yeah, so it's okay. Don't worry about it. Go for it. Your ringtone's a bird chirping? Sure, why not? Not like I'm tired or anything. You sound so enthusiastic. And, yeah, the needs, obviously. I mean, it's more fun than doing nothing, I guess. You know, for 5 minutes. Yeah, what is life if you can't do that? No respect for the console. uh, yeah, in like 5 years. What a considerate person. And some very friendly individuals over here. I love how many of these people just seem dead inside. Well, things change as you get older. Dougie! Oh man, that size difference. Should probably answer that. But I don't trust him. You could ask him. That's why I don't leave the house. I'm sure he doesn't. A little bit awkward. But I guess it got resolved. Just randomly starts singing. Like, why am I doing this again? This cannot end well. You were told to hold his hand. Well, if half his face wasn't covered. Escalated more quickly than I expected, but more or less the result I expected. Man, the kid's putting up more of a fight than needed. Yeah, he made a big mistake picking a child up today. But made very clear that he's not the one they're after. Yeah, ransom. Though one of those two people are probably more likely to result in getting ransomed than the other. Dang. That really is not enough time. But yeah, these guys are idiots if they think she can get the money that quickly. Well, then you wouldn't get any money now, would you? Yeah. He's referring to the it's me scam. Yeah. Now he starts to act like a decent person. Yeah, you don't really have a whole lot of time to discuss this. And that child literally did nothing wrong and doesn't deserve that. The safest place to stick a knife. I mean, you really can't blame her for being a little bit emotional and irrational in this situation. Yes, I'm going to give you the gift to stop time. I think now's the perfect time, on the contrary. At first he hits her and then he hits him. I doubt anyone has the balls to hit the grandpa, though. I'm really not good with seeing people cut themselves like that. Memories. And what are they, exactly? They look like spirits with tentacles? Yeah. Yep. Maybe vaguely, but there is something there. I do quite like the whatever they are, the design of them. Very well animated. I like how it froze halfway through switching to the next. There's a lot of K's in that title. I mean, I knew that before, but it just really stood out there. And now I'm curious what she's talking about. Even though I'm sure it's not relevant at all to the series. And yeah, the sucker didn't hit the ground. Because that's one of the most obvious ways to show off time stopping is to stop something halfway through its natural gravity path. I know I phrased that awkwardly, but... So usually you have something dropping when time stops. Actually, he actually reminds me a little bit of the old man from Alice Tozoroku, now that I think about it. I don't know if you heard that, but my cat's on my lap sneezing. Speaking of cats. Ah, good old W. Donald. Yeah, you know, physics and stuff. Yeah, it's magic. I don't gotta explain nothing. It's not like time travel where you really don't want to think too hard about it. At least you wouldn't have to worry about traffic. I'm sure. Well, none of that's surprising, yeah. I didn't do any of that. Don't look at me. With great power comes great responsibility, as they say. Probably wouldn't want to find out. Of course, a lot of problems are definitely easier to solve if you can stop time. Like most problems. I know, right? Why do they target you guys exactly? That's what I was curious about. I never really brought it up, though. Sitting duck. Excuse me, I'll just kind of walk in here. I hope you don't mind. He's seen better days. At least the kid seems alright. Yeah, just don't pay it any mind. Whatever it is, it cannot be good. At least when he opens his eyes, he should be somewhere safe. Of course, these guys are going to be very confused. Of course, there are people that can move. It wouldn't be that easy, wouldn't it? I'm not sure why they can move, but... Jeez. They're a bunch of assholes, I know that much. And even the glass that was broken is still frozen. I am also curious how the physics on that work. This is how you kill a woman. Man, wow, he stabbed him in the foot with a broken piece of glass. And they teleported, I guess. I mean, it was long enough to not die, so... Man, that's definitely even if you can't go that far with it, that's still a really helpful ability. But yeah, clearly a lot of information to take in on this first episode. Man, things just keep getting worse, don't they? But there's something coming. Some very scary looking something. A 3D CG something, I think. Do you really not notice that giant thing behind you? Wow. What are all those anyway? Like branches? We're gonna get cliffhanger, aren't we? Oh, wow, I like the ending so far. Like, did you see all those clocks? Yeah, rain is one of those things that also looks really cool if you stop time. A dropped can, I guess, would also look neat. Ooh. Man, that is a great shot. You know, it's pretty common for endings to have, like, still frames in them. But because this has a time-stopping theme, you have, like, the still frames and then people in front of them moving a little bit. It's pretty cool. One eerie man. So that was the first episode of Kokkoku. A very good first episode. Of course, a lot of what happened in this episode was kind of spoiled in the synopsis, really. The whole kidnapping, the time stopping, and stuff like that. So, obviously, the future episodes will be more surprising, but even still, there's still quite a few questions, you know, more questions than answers, really, about exactly how the time stopping works. Because even Grandpa seems to not know a huge amount about it. He just said, you know, this thing's from ancient times. Jury's father asked some questions about the physics and stuff, how it works, and he's like, I don't know any of that, just roll with it, basically. And they ended up having to use that because Makoto and Tsubasa were kidnapped, and poor Tsubasa, man, like, he doesn't leave the house, obviously, and Jury wanted to encourage him to do that more, so I was like, hey, why don't you pick up Makoto for a change? And the one time he does that, this is one time bad guys decide to kidnap Makoto and whoever is with him, which in this instance was Tsubasa. So pretty much this entire situation is going to have the exact opposite effect that Jurei wanted, because now he's going to be even less likely to leave the house anymore, because the one time he leaves the house is the one time he gets screwed over. So Tsubasa is really the real victim here if you think about it, but Makoto as well, I guess. It was funny when he went to pick up Makoto and she's like, there's some weird guy here. He says he's Makoto's uncle, but I don't trust him. He's shady. You know, that was pretty funny. But yeah, I'm really not sure what these criminal guys are on about, why they chose this family to kidnap of everyone. Like, surely there's more rich families to try to get a ransom out of, but whatever. They don't seem to have thought this through very much, or they think that they could get that money in that amount of time anyway. But they weren't even the real criminals. The real main antagonist here was the people that came that were able to somehow move in stasis. So, still a lot of questions for that, but they were only interested in the grandpa. I assume that's related to stasis as well, like because he obviously has special abilities in there that nobody else has, like his little mini teleportation thing he does. But luckily nobody actually died, you know, nobody important. It was cool how he just like stabs the guy in the foot. That was cool. Don't underestimate Grandpa. Speaking of Grandpa, he does, I mentioned this once before, but he does very much remind me of the old guy from Alice Tozoroku. And yeah, I'm definitely interested in watching more, so thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon, and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.